Hi, everyone, and welcome again to HSN. My name is Bobby Ray Carter, and how exciting is this? Our very first Today Special of the entire year with Andrew Lessman. I cannot think of a better way to kick off your year with the amazing support that you're going to be able to receive from so many of the phenomenal supplements of Andrew. And by the way, we'll tell you more, but let me tell you, without any further ado, I want to bring in Andrew, who, by the way, is now in his 46th year. Well, wait a minute. Andrew looks a little different.
A little furrier, a little cuter, a little younger. Hey, buddy. Okay, break. Come on, good boy. Good boy.
Oh,
That's Truman.
What a perfect way to start off the show, start off the year with Truman and you. Happy, happy New Year. I hope you had an amazing holiday, Andrew.
I did, Bobby. I hope you did as well. I hope everyone did. And now it's time to hopefully focus on a healthy new year. As I always say, as we read everywhere that, you know, life is hard to appreciate when we don't have our good health, when we don't have our great health. And one of the most important things that we could focus on for the new year, and it sounds like something we hear every year, is how to manage our weight, how to lose weight. And although my meal replacement, I've had a meal replacement for almost 40 years, it doesn't mean that meal replacements aren't the most effective, successful, non-pharmaceutical intervention for weight loss. Just because it's been around for decades doesn't mean that it isn't the best way to go about losing and managing weight. In fact, if you are using those pharmaceutical interventions, then you still need to focus, should focus on what you're doing in terms of diet and lifestyle. And once again, the simplest, the most straightforward, the most effective way to go about modifying your diet that doesn't require all of the compromise, all of the discipline, all of the challenges is with a meal replacement, especially one that, if you read the reviews, is as delicious as mine, is as low calorie, because those 300, 400, 500 calorie meal replacements, they're probably not much lower in calories than that which you're replacing. So what good does that serve? With my meal replacement, it's so low in calories, you could add nut butter, you could add non-fat milk, you could add fruits, you could add whatever you like, and you see yogurt, and you still end up with something that's net lower calories than the meal it replaces, and that's your weight loss. That's how it works. And I'll discuss the science. We'll go over some of the reviews. But again, the pricing, I was looking at $5, $6, $7 meal replacements online yesterday. Wow. Again, our largest size, you're talking about, I think, about 66 cents per meal, and that doesn't even include or consider all of the samples you receive in the 100, 200, 300. Right. You're receiving samples of my tea, my Choco Nuvo, our new soap. You just get some wonderful samples that can change how you move through the new year. But again, if you look at the pricing, I think it's 66 cents on the largest size, 75 cents a meal on the next to largest, about 85 cents a meal. So even when you go down to the smallest size, sort of the Try Me, it's still less than $1 a meal. It's $19.90 to try 20 meals. And to think that at 300 meals, I was a little kid when that fast food restaurant, I think it was McDonald's, talked about getting change back from your dollar. To think about, here we are, decades and decades later, more than half a century later, you could have our meal, and I guarantee it's higher in vitamins, it's more nutritionally rich, it's not hard, than that burger and fries and beverage that we were getting from that fast food restaurant back in the day. So in the context of the world around us, and that's why even back about 15 years ago during the recession at that time, so many folks had in their reviews talked about not only was this nutritionally sound for their family, but it was a way for them to economize at a time when they needed to economize. So it just underscores how unique this is. It is the most delicious meal replacement you'll ever see. And again, I know something doesn't have to be brand new to be the best of its kind. A meal replacement is the best of its kind science, technology, approach, intervention for helping you to lose weight.
Absolutely. So again, this is the first Today Special. It has not been a Today Special since last year. I'm going to go over all the choices, but this is the only time, the only day to get the 200 meals and the 300 meals. You choose your fabulous flavor. They're all amazing. We have the vanilla. The coffee is my favorite. I've actually switched out from drinking regular coffee to drinking this. It's so good. Pina colada or chocolate. But then to Andrew's point down here, when you look at the different options, you can see obviously all the way down all of the different savings from the 20 servings to the 60 meals. The 100 meals today, you are saving $45, 200 meals only day to get it. You're saving $110. The 300 meals, you're saving almost $200 today. And then in the front right here, Andrew, we have, and I don't think you've ever done this before to my knowledge, when you buy the 100, 200, or 300 meals, look at what you're going to get. This is such an awesome opportunity. You're going to get the fat bar. This has been in my shower since the day we launched it. It is absolutely amazing, not just for your body, it's incredible for your hair. Then you're also going to get the Choco Nouveau. You get 3 packets of the Sucrese, and then you get, this is my favorite tea, the Peppermint Sencha Green Tea as well. So you're getting all of those samples that come along with your purchase. But there are almost, I mean, there are basically almost 5,800 reviews, 3,800 of them almost are perfect 5 stars. And you said the most important word, Andrew, absolutely delicious. Whether you're going to mix it with water, mix it with almond milk, you can mix it with absolutely anything, mix a toothbrush when you're traveling, there is nothing like it.
No, it mixes easily. All of the problems that have been associated with typical meal replacements, we have eliminated all of them. Trumi, can you come up?
Yeah.
So we get him up here.
Get him up so we can see that little boy. Oh, my, he's getting so big, Andrew.
Come here, up. Come on. No, he's just laying down. He's rolling over on the ground.
It's like, I'm comfortable, Dad. Leave me alone.
He was, when we first brought him on TV, he was about 6 or 7 pounds.
Yeah.
Only about 3 or 4 months ago, he's now about 25 pounds.
Oh,
so
my
he's
gosh.
He's becoming a big boy. He's growing. But when you look at our meal replacement and just even the flavors, the chocolate, if you compared our chocolate to your favorite chocolate shake from, go to McDonald's, Burger King, Wendy's, I think you'll choose our chocolate shake. And I think it's safe to say that ours is lower in calories. Theirs is probably pushing 1,000. Ours is 60 some odd calories. It's safe to say that ours is much richer in nutrition, 50 to 200% of the RDA of virtually all key vitamins. The vanilla, again, I would have no problem if you mix our vanilla even with water, but if you mix our vanilla with non-fat milk, put a little ice in, it compares to any of those, when we think those kind of sinful, decadent shakes that are close to 1,000 calories, or depending on the size, probably more than 1,000 calories. Our pina colada, some of the reviews describe it as a holiday, that it's tropical, it's delicious, it's that wonderful coconut pineapple flavor. And then of course our coffee, which has a little bit of real caffeine in it. So be aware, it's natural coffee, so it naturally contains some caffeine. The decaffeinated coffee just didn't taste as good. So those are the 4 flavors. They are not patterned after being a good tasting meal replacement. They are designed to take the exact same flavors, probably from the exact same places that provide those flavors to those fast food restaurants or coffee shops that you love. So we basically, I started off with a meal replacement that from a science and technical standpoint was perfect, a fantastic meal replacement, except for one minor factor or major factor. As the review said, major factor, it tasted terrible. That was 30 plus years ago. What I learned at that time was the most important part of a meal replacement is how it tastes. Because if it doesn't taste great, you won't use it. And if you won't use it, you won't benefit from it. So all of the vitamins, all the nutrition, all of the opportunities to reduce your daily caloric intake, all of your opportunities to lose weight, manage weight, that the science talks about, only works if a meal replacement is going to be enjoyable. And ours is not just enjoyable. If you read the reviews, people, I mean, hundreds and hundreds of the reviews use the word love to describe our meal replacement. So it's truly something that's unlike any other meal replacement in the world. And I say that without exaggeration. I try them. There's no other meal replacement that makes the investment in flavor that we do. There's no other meal replacement that's lower in calories. I'm not aware of a meal replacement that delivers more of the vitamins you want in their proper forms, like methyl B12, the proper natural form of B12, methylfolate, the only form of folic acid that all of us can benefit from, rather than the typical form that most of us cannot. So, and again, when you look at the price, pennies a meal,
Exactly.
less than $1 a meal in all the sizes. That's Truman squeaking his toy. It's
Is
fine.
that what he's doing?
That
He's so hilarious.
No, he's not even 6 months old. But again,
So sweet.
for us, probably as a society, the greatest threat to our health, and not probably, it used to be back in the day smoking. It's really overweight and obesity. And when it comes to overweight and obesity, don't believe those folks that says it's all about willpower, it's all about discipline. It isn't. Humanity suddenly didn't lose its willpower and discipline in the last several decades. What happened, and it's not that it's some great conspiracy, it's just agribusiness or fast food or processed food deciding they wanted to sell us more. And selling us more means larger portions. Selling us more means that these foods become, as they call it, ultra palatable, hyper palatable, that they're insanely delicious. They are designed to attack the nerve centers in our brain that tell us not only that we're enjoying this, but we want more of this. We need more of this. And it's almost, I think back of the old definition when I was in school about what addiction was. And normally we think of addiction of drugs and things like that.
Right.
But the basic addiction back in the day, he's rolling around with his toy, was that an addiction was something that we continue to do.
Oh, it's so sweet. I can't take
It's
it.
a
He's so
6-month
sweet.
puppy. That an addiction is something we do despite it having negative or adverse consequences. And certainly these hyper-palatable, ultra-palatable, ultra-processed foods, they're not in our best interest,
Right.
but those companies have huge research departments. They have product development teams that design these products to just tempt us despite their being against our interests. So again, the opportunity for us to lose weight is if you read the science. Okay, I know.
He's trying to upstage you, Dad.
He just wants to play.
Yeah.
And that's what puppies do. But
That's right.
but if I go through some of the charts here, and one of the things we do that's different, so many of the products you see today that deliver protein in a meal replacement or a weight loss product, they deliver it as casein or whey. I have a separate whey protein isolate product, and whey protein isolate is the standard for protein efficiency, the standard of delivering protein if you want to put on muscle mass, things like that. But just so everyone understands, the best research on weight loss is with soy protein, bar none. If you just simply look at the clinical research. And by the way, if you look at the efficiency, the digestibility, the ability for protein to deliver the amino acids, the benefit, soy protein isolate and whey are at the top of the list. So it's not as though soy protein isolate is at a disadvantage even to whey, which is the highest standard of protein. So again, we use soy protein because it has the best research on weight loss. But then if you look at the features of this product, it's dairy-free, it's gluten-free. Obviously, it's nutritious, delicious, and filling. You need to read the reviews. It's got 7 grams of non-GMO soy protein. Nothing in any of my products is GMO, of course. It's got 4 grams of dietary fiber, no trans fat, no cholesterol, 16 essential vitamins and minerals. It's like a mini multivitamin, multi-mineral. It mixes quickly and easily. Most people say it mixes instantly, which I'll show in a moment. It's rich, it's delicious, it's filling, 7 grams of non-GMO soy protein. It's low in sodium, low in fat. You could even do a double portion, which would still be barely over 100 calories, and you'll get 14 grams of protein. It's low in fat. It's no trans fat, no saturated fat, no cholesterol. Less than 8 grams of carbohydrate, less than 30 carbohydrate calories, That's 30 carbohydrate calories, 21 essential vitamins and minerals, 70% of the RDA of vitamin C, 500% of B12, 500% of biotin, 40% to 100% of all the other B vitamins, 70% of vitamin E. There are multivitamins that aren't delivering as well as this delivers. So there's truly nothing like it. And when you and here's from the International Journal of Medical Science, consumption of soy protein can favorably affect satiety, which is feeling full, and reduce excess body fat in obese animals and humans. Among the dietary proteins, soy protein is considered a complete protein in that it contains ample amounts of all the essential amino acids plus several other macronutrients with a nutritional value roughly equivalent to that of animal protein of high biological value. It's a fallacy when folks tell you that plant protein is not as efficient as animal protein. I'm not a vegetarian or vegan, but soy protein is not at a disadvantage. In fact, again, I'm not a vegetarian or vegan, but the less animal protein you eat, the more plant protein you eat. When you look at the clinical studies and research, that's associated with longevity, that's associated with a longer, healthier life. You know, I wish I had the willpower to be a vegetarian or vegan, but I am not. But again, soy protein delivers on weight loss, and that is why we have a version of this that uses whey protein. We have a version of this that delivers collagen peptides. The best version of this is the version you're seeing today with soy protein. And I'll mix them up here in a second so you could just see that it actually is not just the most delicious, but actually easiest to blend. There's nothing like it in the world.
Nothing. And you know, look, here's the thing. With over 5,400 sold, you have a 30-day return policy. We are shipping it to you for free. All the options, but remember again, today is the only day to receive the 200 or the 300. In the 200, by the way, you can choose one flavor or any two flavors. In the 300, you can choose one flavor or any three flavors. Your vanilla, your pina colada, your coffee, or your chocolate. And then with the 100, 200, 300, all those great samples in the front, you are receiving as well. The savings is huge. Quickly glance at the savings if you can again. And knowing that you can only buy that 200 and 300 meal today, generally those are always the most popular. The fact that you have an opportunity to get them home, read the reviews, right, Andrew? I mean, we say this all the time, and the reviews are unfiltered, which is really important too.
And if you look at whatever medication you might take, if you're taking a cholesterol-lowering medication, you know if you increase fiber intake, reduce cholesterol intake, reduce saturated fat intake, it'll work better. You know that if you're taking antihypertensive, a drug for high blood pressure, you know that if you lose weight, you know if you reduce sodium intake, it's going to work better. You know that if you have high blood sugar, if you reduce your sugar intake, your A1C is going to go down, your ability to manage blood sugar is going to work better. That medication for blood sugar management will work better. The same thing for these weight management drugs. They are highly effective. They come with side effects, but they are highly effective. If you want them to be the most effective they're going to be, then let's take advantage of the most outstanding, the most credible, the most consistent research on weight loss, which involves something simple, something affordable, something extremely inexpensive, and that's meal replacement. But I want to show how effective and easy this will be to use. I put 4 scoops, 4 meals in each of these glasses. In other words, I put more than 4 scoops. So there's more than 30 grams of protein in there. There's more than 10 grams of fiber in there. There's all the flavor. And I put about 10 ounces of water in there. And what you'll see is that it mixes. This is a spoon, no blender. It mixes instantly, and that was probably about 5 seconds. Even the chocolate, which is rich, real chocolate, like a fast food beverage, again, more than, oh, we have a little spot there, as you can see how easily it mixes.
Sure does.
And which one shall I drink? The chocolate, perhaps? And with that much, it tastes like I'm drinking liquid chocolate ice cream or a liquid candy bar.
It does. And I'm over here with the coffee. To your health.
Just amazing. And you will not find an opportunity to enjoy the scientifically established benefits of a meal replacement that's as delicious, that's as low calorie. And again, losing weight, the fundamental equation to losing weight, as much as we could start reading between the lines and talking about the composition of calories and the source of calories, ultimately, we are going to have to be consuming fewer calories in what we eat as we burn on a daily basis. And certainly the nature of those calories affects things as well. But ultimately, if we want to lose weight, we need to make sure that we organize our caloric consumption, and the science on organizing that caloric consumption, the science on meal replacement is the most solid, consistent intervention when it comes to weight loss and weight management. And if you're taking those medications, that is a serious investment financially, a serious investment in terms of your health. Then why not ensure you get the best result possible by using the most established intervention for weight loss, which is meal replacement?
Absolutely, and you can do it in powder. We have the bars that are coming up as well. All of the different choices and sizes and options in meals from 20, 60, 100, and today only the 200 and 300 meal count. And by the way, as we get ready to move on, so that is 085316, I wanted to mention coming up right around the corner, and you know what? We normally don't get a Today Special on the circulation and vein until February. So today is the day, and I know I do, and I think most of us are acutely aware of the impact, right, that gravity has on our veins, our legs. So that's coming up with the 720 today, also for the only time of the year. So now to the amazingly delicious bars. So absolutely love these bars. I have been eating them, enjoying them a lot of times, even for just that like 3 o'clock in the afternoon pick me up. The bars, you have several different options in the bars that I want to explain for everyone, and 2 different sizes. You can go for the 60 gram, which is going to be your full bar. Here you can choose 12, 24, or 36 meals. Here all of the savings on the side. Your savings of your $13, your $25, or your $40 there. Or you can go for the smaller size, which is like a 30 gram, so the half size, if you will, at 12 bars, 24, or 36. $15 saving, $25 saving, or a $40 saving. And then the choices of flavors, amazingly delicious. We have on the top the coconut almond cookie crunch,
which tastes like that coconut almond cookie. I used to always, when I was a little kid, the local Chinese restaurant went to had these amazing coconut almond cookies,
right?
And that's what this tastes like. A delicious coconut almond cookie, a lot more nutritious, a lot lower in sugar.
Exactly.
And then of course we have our chocolate fudge brownie. That is just our chocolate brownie almond crunch, and then the peanut butter chocolate chip. So it has real chocolate chips. It tastes like creamy, delicious peanut butter with real pieces of peanut. If you look at the bars themselves, it sounds like you're opening up some packages. That if you look at the bars, they look real. If you look at the chocolate brownie,
chocolate chips.
That's a peanut butter. So you can see it looks like peanut butter with chocolate chips, and those are pieces of peanuts. So it's real peanuts, it's real chocolate chips, and it's peanut butter. It's just delicious. When you look at the levels of vitamins they contain, for these bars to be as delicious as they are with the levels of vitamins they contain, and when you look per meal at the 30 gram bar, it's about $1.50 per meal. It's even less per meal in the 60 gram bar. We originally did the 30 gram bar. We did the 60 gram bar for those who loved them so much they wanted basically a double meal. And we could do that because our bars are so low in calories that the original bar, the 30 gram bar, is under 150 calories. So obviously even a 60 gram bar is under 300 calories. So they're affordable, they're delicious, they're nutritious, they're like nothing else on the market you're going to find, because the typical bars on the market, they're like candy bars that are disguised as health bars, and they don't deliver. It's something that we've become exceptionally good at. I say with all humility, because we've dealt with vitamins and minerals for 45 years. We're good at introducing those vitamins and minerals into our meal replacement drink, into our meal replacement bar. with no negative impact on the flavor. So you get to enjoy your favorite food bar, meal replacement bar, snack bar that's rich in nutrition, unlike all the others, without that nutrition interfering with your enjoyment. And that is completely unique. And again, as we talked about with a meal replacement beverage, the ability to stay out of harm's way. For me, I sit down to eat. That's potentially when the problems start. The holiday season was not pretty because I sit down to eat and I start eating everything in sight. So if you have an opportunity, whether it's by using this in lieu of dessert, whether it's the bar or the beverage, or using it instead of a meal, whether it's the bar or the beverage, then those are your opportunities to manage your weight, to lose weight. And the science is crystal clear about even better than supervised weight loss plans, the use of a meal replacement without a trainer, without a supervisor, just you and a meal replacement, replacing 1 or 2 meals a day, that is the most effective way to go about supporting your weight loss goals. Sounds crazy simple and crazy affordable, but that's clearly what the science shows and what the reviews on this product show.
Can I read one quick review, Andrew?
As many as you want.
Okay, let's do it. I'm going to jump over here. Delicious. The secure bars are in caps, incredibly delicious. So moist, full of flavor. I love the stevia is not an ingredient. The coconut almond cookie crunch tastes like a macaroon. The chocolate brownie almond crunch is full of chocolate goodness. And that peanut butter chocolate chip flanked with a hint of salt is insane. I'm glad the larger bars are coming back because my husband ate one and said it wasn't enough. I've been searching for a healthy protein bar. This is it. Thank you, Andrew.
Well, I mean, as you go through the reviews, and the reviews on a product like this will generally be pretty harsh, but when you read the reviews on a product like this, I believe about 2/3 of the reviews are 5-star reviews. And that's for a product that's designed to be not just delicious, but also remarkably healthy. So if you're looking for a meal replacement bar that can go with you anywhere, if you love chocolate brownies with almonds, if you like an almond cookie, coconut almond cookie, or if you just like a peanut butter bar with chocolate chips, then you will fall in love with these. Of course, they come with an unconditional money-back guarantee, so you send them back if you don't love them.
Absolutely. Okay, everyone, stay there, but we are moving into another one of our phenomenal Today specials. So I mentioned briefly a little earlier, we normally don't do the Today special of Circulation and Vein till February. We're bringing it early, and already today, over 6,800 spoken for. It is another huge customer pick. And what's great about the opportunity to not only enjoy this in today's special, obviously you're getting all the great prices, but you're also getting a size that you only get today. The 720 capsules. And when we talk about the capsules, we're going to show you how soft and easy they are to swallow. They're gentle even to the most sensitive stomachs. Everything made in Andrew's state-of-the-art facility in Henderson, Nevada. Look at the choices. The 60 capsules, you're saving $12. The 180, you're saving $30. The 360, you're saving $50. That's $720. I know if you're like me and I'm standing on these hard floors all day, I always wait for that $720. So this is the day to enjoy that one. And Andrew, I love free shipping and handling, 30-day return policy, and there are almost 4,000 reviews. Over 3,000 are perfect 5-star reviews.
And I just noticed at the bottom of the screen, so there's free shipping and handling on everything.
Yes.
There's, I think, is there 5 flex on?
Yes, 5 flex.
So there's
Crazy.
5 flex, so it makes it even more economical. We do the 720 capsule size once per year, and I think that's about 2/3 of the orders are that 720 capsule supply. I wish it weren't the case. As you know, with certain products, I'll try to recommend what you try to find that might be similar to my product out in the marketplace, because I realize not everyone is going to buy my product. But there's truly nothing like this product anywhere. And when you look at the key ingredient diosmin, there's no one in America, there's probably only 1 or 2 companies in the world who have more experience with diosmin than we do. We've been doing diosmin since the mid-90s here in the United States. It's just something that a few companies have recently discovered. But with Diosmin, if you do not deliver it correctly, granulate it correctly, then it's not going to be beneficial. So the reviews of this product speak volumes for how effective it is. There's no exception to the aging process. I've done my best to be the exception to the aging process. I suppose I failed miserably. We're all aging. There's no two ways about it. There's no escaping it. But the consequences of aging, there are things we can do. One of the most unavoidable, one of the most uncomfortable, one of the most actually visible signs of aging are the changes to the circulation, the blood vessels, the tissues in our feet, ankles, and calves. It looks like our lower extremities, the blood vessels just become more enlarged with time. The tissues themselves become more swollen and enlarged at times. They feel uncomfortable. They feel tingly. They might feel restless, whatever it might be. That the circulation in our legs makes it very clear to us how challenged it is. And it's not a mystery. If we think about how we move through our lives, we're either sitting or we're standing. If we're sitting or we're standing, our feet are always beneath us. If our feet are beneath us, what's happening, our feet, ankles, calves, our blood is being pumped down there. Those are the largest muscles in our body. Our body needs to make sure that blood gets down there, oxygen, nutrients. That blood has to carry away waste products. But gravity, doing what gravity does, what does it do? It wants to keep things down there. So your body has to be able to resist the force of gravity to get all of that fluid back up. We would think, okay, there must be little pumps in our feet, ankles and calves to pump things back up. No, it doesn't work that way. It's the force of the pumping of our heart up here that has to pump more fluid down there to get the fluid that's down there back up here. Basically, our heart is inflating those tissues, inflating those blood vessels, and that's the swelling, the enlarged blood vessels we see and we observe. But there's an incredible, simple, natural tool. I said this yesterday, that I think if pharmaceutical companies had their way, and I'm not one of those guys who thinks that there's a big conspiracy by big pharma, but if pharmaceutical companies had their way, they would have us thinking that they are the solution to all our problems. But there are some wonderful natural solutions at our disposal. And this product I'm talking about today, it's not a drug or a medicine, but it provides these natural ingredients that they don't have a little bit of science. It was funny, I was on the other network, QVC had some hair growth product that they talk about gold standard science. It had one study. Diosmin, the key ingredient, probably has 50 studies. And we're talking independently performed clinical studies. Horse chestnut, butcher's broom, the secondary ingredients in here probably have a dozen studies or more each. So this is a product with not just a little bit of research, but what I would consider overwhelmingly compelling research about its benefits to the healthy circulation, like so much so that for the last 75 years in Europe, throughout Europe, doctors, regular doctors have been recommending this ingredient, especially Diosmin, as well as horse chestnut and butcher's broom, to their patients for the healthy circulation of their legs. And you will not find a more comprehensive, a better designed, a more effective way to go about delivering these ingredients, certainly in the United States, than this product. We were the first, as far as I know, and we remain the most comprehensive and the best way to use these ingredients.
Absolutely. And as I said, huge customer pick again. Almost 90% of those reviews are 5- and 4-star reviews. And we always encourage you to go to .com and read them. So we are about ready to hit 7,000 gone. And Andrew is right. The majority, I believe over 2/3 of those are in the 720. It is the only day. I know a lot of viewers do what I do, and I always wait for the Today Special. I always go for the largest size. Normally, we don't get it till February, Andrew. So this is a great opportunity to be able to have it today in January. And how many people out there work like in the healthcare industry or work in restaurants and you're on your feet all day. And we always know our shoes don't fit the same at the end of the day as they do at the beginning.
And this is a product that when we introduced it originally, you could spend 50 cents a capsule when we introduced it. What's like so many of the products I've made over the years. And again, unlike 90+% of the products you see online, certainly the products you see on the other network, they're contract manufactured. when you see things online, when you see things at your local retail stores, they're contract manufactured. We make all of the products, which is one of the reasons why you could look at this product today. You could see more diosmin in it than 30 years ago. Added butcher's broom, added horse chestnut, added grapeseed extract, added pine bark extract. And it's less than 20 cents a capsule in the large size. It's more affordable today, by far, than it was. And that's because we are its original manufacturer. And there's no one else on TV that I'm aware of that can say that they're actually making the dietary supplement that you're getting. That we could show you images of our factory with all its solar panels, because we're probably the most unique manufacturing company in America, because everything we make without a carbon footprint. And not just as without a carbon footprint. When you burn fossil fuels, there's all sorts of other pollution associated with it. So we don't burden our planet with anything that we're doing here. So that looks like a fake image. It looks so clean. It's actually an image of our factory. Those solar panels cover our parking lot. They cover our front building. They cover our back buildings. So I have invested in making products that are absolutely unique in the world. And of all things, the last thing you'd expect perhaps is that I'd be sitting here talking about them on Home Shopping Network. Right. But I've been between QVC and Home Shopping Network. I started on QVC back in 1990. For 35 years, I've been talking about the products that we manufacture. And we manufacture for you. And unlike in the world today, all the things you see online, all the things you see in stores, all the things you see on the other network, I'd say certainly the other network, they're all contract manufactured. I'd say a good 90% of everything out there is just contract manufactured by a handful of manufacturers who just slap different labels on different products for different companies, and then they sell them. So we are different. That's why this product has so much about it to differentiate it from everything else on the market.
And I love that you say that, Andrew. Like, you started your company in 1979, right? So you're going into your 46th year, which and it's so right. I mean,
I am in my 46th year.
Yeah, you are.
I wish I was 46 years old and I started this as an infant. But unfortunately, I'm not 46 years old. I started the company back in 1979. I think, I don't know, was Jimmy Carter president or something like that at that time? I know I'm dating myself, but I guess it sounds terrible to say this about myself. I'm an old timer in this industry. All the other folks I know in this industry are new in this industry who had companies at the time that I did or started them around that time or after. They've all sold their companies and moved on. For me, this was never a business. I went to school intending to be a doctor, intending to be then a lawyer, and this has always been my passion. So hopefully HSN and QVC are going to remain around, but who knows? But I'm going to keep doing this till my end of days.
Yeah,
because
well, we
this
won't
is
let
what
you
I love.
not.
So, well, that's, as so many of the reviews have said, if I ever stop making this product, I will be hunted down.
That's right.
I will never stop making this product.
Good, good. We will not let you. And honestly, of all, Andrew makes so many amazing products. And when you go, like I said, all customer picks, the reviews, maybe you can read a few of the reviews on this one. But this is as you see right there on the graphic, a feel the difference product. I so feel the difference when I'm out here and doing like a 3 or a 4 hour shift and I'm on these floors. And how many of us, as I said, work in retail, work in restaurants, work in the healthcare world, and you know the drain on your body. Look, we've become so aware of that effective gravity, as Andrew said, as time goes on.
Right.
Today, only day for that 720 though, Andrew. Thank you so much. And it's very interesting because I've had the great pleasure of being with you since day one. You keep making all of these products, make them even better, everything natural, no additives, but the prices are actually, it was better now than they were when we started.
And that's, yeah, exactly what I was saying before. My pursuit with my products, twofold, to continue to make the product more and more exceptional, beneficial, effective, and at the same time, make them a better and better and better value. And I think one of the reasons why this product has become more and more popular over the years is when I originally introduced it, it was a great product, but it was an expensive product, which the same thing I've talked about CoQ10 in the past. I believe we were the first company to introduce CoQ10 in America back in the 1980s, in the mid-1980s, 40 years ago. And that's an example of a product that at the time we introduced it, incredibly beneficial, fantastic product, a breakthrough product, but it was outrageously expensive. Today, my CoQ10, like my circulation vein support, it's become affordable and accessible to everyone. Back in the day with my circulation vein support, you had to take 2 or more capsules. Today, you could take 2 or less capsules. You could take 1 or 2 capsules daily, what I often say. Ideally, take 2 capsules a day. But if affordability is an issue, take 2 capsules for the first 2 to 4 weeks. After that, 1 capsule should do the trick. So again, they become more exceptional in terms of benefits, in terms of ingredients, in terms of potency, but they become more economical. And that's always my goal, because I know the more economical a product becomes, the more it reduces the barriers to adoption, to enjoying it. If a product is going to cost 50 cents, if meal replacements, as I talked about before, cost $5 to $10 a meal, who's going to use them? That's, you might as well go to a restaurant. You'll spend less for that meal. So again, when it comes to products, I realize, and that's why we manufacture, because by being the original manufacturer, it makes it more affordable for you to enjoy all the exceptional benefits. And again, when it comes to contract manufactured products, the one thing you're assured of with contract manufactured products is that they're ordinary. That they're going to be like all the other products that already exist. If you want something unique, if you want something special, I realized this 45 years ago. If I want to do something unique and special, guess what? I had to do it myself. And 45 years later, we're still doing it. There are companies that the name of their companies even talk about the purity of their products. My name doesn't talk about the purity of our products, but we are pure products. When you look at this product, for instance, the only thing in this product are the active ingredients. There are no other companies on this planet that I am aware of that only makes products with active ingredients. That's what we do. That's what no one else does.
Absolutely. Can we read a couple of reviews? Is that okay, Andrew? Because the reviews are amazing. Okay, so let's check this out. Thank you, Andrew Lessman. I am always a skeptic. When I had trouble with tingling in my feet and legs in the evening and well into the night, I wasn't sure a supplement could work. Amazingly, after just a couple of days, all the tingling sensations disappeared. I waited a few weeks to write a review because I wanted to be certain this was actually happening. Yes, my legs and feet feel better, and this tingling sensation is in the past. Thank you again. Love it. Here's...
And even if you just, Bobby, go up over the headlines on the reviews like quickly, just very happy customer. If you just, and then surprisingly, they worked well right away. Very positive results seen in my vein appearance, reduces the size of the veins, the appearance, nothing else compares. Miracle product, amazing, does its job. No more achy legs. No headline on that one.
Whole experience there.
Excellent supplement. But if you look at the reviews on this product, about 85% are 5-star reviews. Over 95% are positive reviews. And I'd like to say, what oftentimes I started earlier saying that, you know, pharmaceutical companies might like you to think that the only answer to all our woes is through some pharmaceutical intervention. And certainly they make some amazing, effective products. But there's no pharmaceutical company that I'm aware of in America that makes a product that can deliver like this can. This is not a drug. This is not a medicine. This is not to treat a disease. What this does treat is the human condition. And the human condition, we walk upright, the blood vessels in the circulation of our legs are challenged just through the passage of time and aging. It's just who we are. It's inevitable. I'd rather be here than not be here. But being here means that as I spend more and more time here, it challenges those blood vessels, the circulation, the appearance of those tissues. If you'd like to be able to roll back the hands of time when it comes to the appearance of those blood vessels, the appearance and the way those tissues feel, This is a one-of-a-kind opportunity, and it truly is. I wish there were other companies making a product like it. You might find one or two of the ingredients. They won't be delivered in the same effective fashion we do, but this is 30-day unconditional money-back guarantee. I insist you send it back if it doesn't deliver, but the science is so crystal clear, I know it will deliver for you.
Absolutely. So 099-264, and remember all the different options with that 720 only available today. 5 flex pay on all of the different sizes, free shipping and handling as well, and huge customer picks. So we're moving to the Sucrest. Guess what? This is the first time ever as a Today Special. And when I show you all of the different options, literally the lowest prices we have ever had on any of the different choices. The 100 packets today, you're saving $10 at only $19.90. The 250, you're saving $20 at $39.90. 500, you're saving $40 at only $59.90. Natural, non-caloric sweetener that tastes absolutely delicious, that really will help support, any of your weight loss goals that you've hoped to achieve in the new year. And Andrew, very popular already today, already well over 2,000 gone, and it's a big customer pick as well.
Well, Sucrest is, we probably in this country invest in billions and billions. I'm going to get the number, billions and billions of those sugar replacement packets. Most of us don't realize that if you look at the pink one, the yellow one, the blue one, even the stevia ones, they all contain sugar, or they contain a sugar alcohol, or they contain carbohydrate. Most of us are avoiding carbohydrate, avoiding sugar, don't want erythritol or other sugar alcohols, but it's hidden on the label. You don't see it on the front of the label. It's hidden in very fine print on the back of the label. And the reason they could get away with it could say non-caloric sweetener. How could it be a non-caloric sweetener and still contain sugar? How could it be a non-caloric sweetener and still contain erythritol? How could that possibly be? And the reason why, if it's less than half a gram, it doesn't count. So what's interesting is all of those non-caloric sweeteners contained erythritol. Most of them contain sugar, or they contain maltodextrin, carbohydrate. Ours does not. I don't look at it happening anytime soon. As much as ours is better than theirs for any number of reasons, I don't see anyone copying us soon. Why? Because the ingredient we add in lieu of sugar is glycine. Glycine is an amino acid. It has this amazing, cool, sweet flavor, but it's extraordinarily expensive. You can't tell from the price of ours here because you can get 500 packets for about $0.10 a packet. So it's incredibly affordable. That $0.10 a packet is the equivalent of about 2 or more teaspoons of sugar in terms of flavor, but there's 0 sugar, 0 carb. And our stevia, I'm someone who never really loved stevia. You will fall in love with our stevia, and especially our stevia combined mostly with glycine. So this product is first and foremost glycine, this incredible amino acid, the simplest amino acid. It's a structural component of protein. So glycine makes up the protein in our body. Glycine is an amino acid that independently helps to support healthy blood sugar metabolism. So it's a constituent of protein, which we're all seeking protein. It also helps support healthy blood sugar metabolism. It makes the stevia in our sweetener come alive. So if you want the best non-sugar, non-caloric, the only non-sugar, non-caloric sugar substitute on the market, then this is it. You will fall in love with it. Take advantage of HSN's unconditional 30-day money-back guarantee. First packet, you'll taste it, you'll know it's different. You'll fall in love with it.
Exactly, and I love it. Look there, look at the size. So in this, equivalent of two or a little bit over 2 teaspoons of sugar. But I love them, Andrew, because they're so easy to take with you. So even if it's not just for like your drinks, your coffees, whatever, even to sprinkle over foods. I mean, the fact, and there's no aftertaste also, Andrew, which I noticed with a lot of the other sweeteners that are out there.
Well, That's why I've always had a general distaste for stevia. It wasn't until we found this specific stevia and developed it for our own use, and then we added glycine to create this remarkable, just remarkable sweetener. And again, most of us want to avoid sugar, and most of us, if you're using that yellow, pink, blue packet, green packet, you don't realize there's sugar in there. And you go, no, 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 that can't be possible. It says sugar substitute. It says non-caloric. There's sugar in there. Or there's erythritol in there, an alcohol sugar, which now is questionable in terms of having certain health consequences that we don't want. So erythritol is not something I would consume. It's a standard ingredient in so many of those non-caloric sugar substitutes. It's just an alcohol sugar. But quickly, let's read some reviews before we have to run along here. Better than other sugar replacements. I know that I have a very sensitive palate, so I taste a hint of the aftertaste sweetener, alternate sweetener rather, but in comparison to other store brands, this is a far more acceptable alternative to sugar. From the beginning, I added a touch of sugar to gradually switch over to sucrose. I love all the products that Andrew Lessman produces. Thanks for keeping me healthy, from Ronnie in New York. Love this sweetener. Another winner for Andrew. This sweetener tastes great in cold and hot beverages. I only need one packet in my cup of tea or glass of iced tea. Thank you, Andrew, for giving us another product we know we can trust. We'll do one more, and then we'll run along. Finally, healthy and good tasting. Finally, a sweetener that is healthy without an unpleasant aftertaste. Sucrose actually sweetens my food and drinks without changing the taste or having a weird aftertaste. For me, this is a game changer. This is the product that I will continue to use, so please don't stop making it. Thanks, Andrew and HSN from Babs in California. Again, the typical sweeteners are all synthetic. The natural sweeteners still contain sugar, so this is the only option that I'm aware of that contains no sugar, contains no sugar alternative, and it also is delivering to you the taste and flavor experience you want.
Absolutely.
And Truman's back.
And Truman's back. We hear the squeak, 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 075447. Okay, I am excited about this because first of all, we wait every January for the energy and fat. But look what I am holding. I'm holding the 720 today and today only, that you can get not just the 60 and the 180 and the 360, but only day of the year to get the 720 capsules and literally the lowest prices of the entire year. I can quickly show you all of the savings here, the $10 savings on the 60, the 30 on the 180, 55 on the 360, but it's $120 saved on the 720, and it's a safe way to enhance your energy levels, combat fatigue, and really sort of, you know, jumpstart your metabolism at the same time, Andrew.
And a lot of folks, their New Year's resolution is to reduce their coffee intake or things like that. And this product has its origins, I talked about last night, from the 1980s, when there were all sorts of, I would call, dangerous dietary supplements being marketed and promoted. And what folks wanted is a natural tool, like there's whatever those 2-hour energy, 4-hour energy, I'm not sure what they are. But they wanted a natural product that can support energy in the short term, mid-term, long term, do so without compromising their health. And that's exactly what this does. It delivers health benefits while it's giving you what you need when you make those lifestyle changes. You eat fewer calories. Can cause fatigue. You start exercising, can cause fatigue. All of these things are positively adaptive and positive lifestyle and dietary changes, but they come with challenges, with obstacles. This is designed to make those changes easier to embrace, and also fat-burning metabolism. If you train your body to do it, it can become a metabolism of choice, but it's not a metabolism that our body's going to engage in unless we train it, unless we kind of give it a push. It's kind of like burning a log in a fireplace. It's hard to get that log going. But when we burn kindling, if we light a match, that will get started going more quickly. Sugar, carbohydrate, that burns more quickly. Getting that log to burn takes a bit of initiation, takes a bit of training on the part of our body. So this product is designed to support fat-burning metabolism by giving you those tools. Carnitine. Carnitine is necessary for carnitine acyltransferase. It moves all the fat in our cells to the site where that fat is oxidized and burned. So this is an opportunity to give yourself the tools for fat-burning metabolism to in a healthy way. You swallow a capsule before you exercise or when you're having one of those down periods during the day, and it supports energy in the short term, the midterm, and the long term.
But what I think, Andrew, is so fascinating is you can still sleep, right? Because some people hear that and go, oh, I'm never going to be able to sleep, but you can.
Well, this is not something I recommend someone taking at the end of the day.
Right.
I mean, if you could drink caffeine at the end of the day, you could. This is really designed to be taken in the morning. This is something for me. If I drink coffee, coffee without me exercising is a little bit overstimulating. Green tea is not. So what this uses guarana and green tea caffeine-related alkaloids, which contain theanine. And Truman now has his squeaky toy again.
He loves
I think
that
he's ready to go home. But again, when you look at a product like this, it's designed to deliver the things we compromise our health to get, but to do it without compromising our health, but to actually give additional benefits. In most cases, this product will be richer in B-complex vitamins than your daily multivitamin you're currently taking. Also provides vitamin C. Also provides the botanicals that are associated with combating fatigue traditionally, historically. So it's an opportunity to make a difference in a healthy way when it comes to things that we often do in a very unhealthy way. So it's, again, 30-day unconditional money-back guarantee. It's a product we've had available for decades, and it continues to be extraordinarily positively reviewed. And it's just a way to do, most of us think there isn't a healthy way to accomplish what this accomplishes, but you can.
But you can. 089786 is the number. Okay, so we have one final item that I absolutely had to present. It is one of our monthly specials. This is from Andrew, but I feel like it's mine. I have taken the Healthy Hair, Skin, and Nails since the day we launched it. As Andrew knows, this is always, I mean, pretty much consistently, every single time we do like a host pick, it's always my host pick. I swear by this product and how it continues to change. I was complaining this morning about my hair that's too long again. Here's the thing. I want you to see the savings because as a monthly special, look at the great savings on that $720, Andrew. You're saving upwards of $80. So this is definitely the day to do it with, wow, almost 7,000 reviews, over 5,000 five-star reviews.
It's a product that I introduced almost 30 years ago. It's a product that I think, once again, we now look at this category. We take it for granted that there's inner beauty, beauty from the inside out. I've been talking about that for 30 years. It's something that others have recently only discovered. It's a product that I recently have been asked why it is I don't use before and after pictures for my healthy hair, skin, and nails. I think before and after pictures are inherently misleading. What other things are people doing when they're taking that product, when they're using that before and after picture? Who's taking that picture? When was that picture actually taken? And it's just misleading. It's just deceptive. I mean, unfortunately, on QVC, on the other network, they're selling a hair product and using all these before and after pictures, selling it as if it's a magic hair regrowth product. With all due respect to QVC, I think hair regrowth products are the domain of pharmaceuticals like Rogaine and things like that, not a dietary supplement. So this is a dietary supplement that hopefully my presentation doesn't seem diminished by the claims they make. But hopefully it's elevated by the respect I'm showing you by talking about the supplement in the proper context, that it delivers the nutrients that are essential to, necessary for the integumentary system in your body. And that system is represented by your hair, your skin, and your nails. This is a product that for over 30 years has performed extraordinarily well.
Exactly.
If you read the reviews on this product, and as you said earlier about affordability, this is a product that all we've done is increase its potency and all we've done is lowered its price. It's a fraction of the price it was than when I introduced it 30 years ago. So today, if you take one capsule a day, you could take 1 or 2 capsules daily. You could do what I recommended with circulation and vein support. Take 2 capsules a day for a couple of weeks, then switch to 1 capsule per day. And at 1 capsule per day here, you're looking at a product, the $720, which we only do. It's amazing to look at that price.
Yeah,
we only
crazy.
do it once a year.
Yeah.
That 720 capsule supply, it's just a little over a dime a capsule if you use this as a 1 capsule a day product. That's a 2-year investment, a little over a dime a capsule, so it'll be a little over $3 a month for the most extraordinary, exceptional, comprehensive formula of its kind. And probably from the original company that started talking about inner beauty, how you can deliver your body the nutrients that it's not getting from your diet to support the growth of these tissues that are the only system in your body that is constantly growing non-stop. And it's the biggest system in your body. Most of us don't realize the integumentary system, our hair, skin, and nails, is the biggest system in our body. So it's an opportunity to make a difference in that enormous system that has extraordinary requirements because it never stops growing. And these are the nutrients that are essential for the healthy growth of our hair, skin, and nails.
And I think it's fascinating, Andrew, because even when you're not here or even when we don't have special prices, it still always continues to sell out, continuing again with the amazing reviews on it, which is the best testimonial.
Yes, and the testimonials, they speak for themselves.
They do.
I don't have to use any deceptive images and before and afters, which I just, whenever I see them in advertising, it always leaves me scratching my head. And I've been on television for 35 years. I've never, I mean, the only before and after might be from a couple of months ago. Truman was 6 pounds, and now Truman, my dog, is 25 pounds. That's a before and after. And it was no magical supplement. That was just the growth that he naturally experienced. So again, it's something that I hope, and I've always said this, over the decades, I tend to undersell